What's up, guys? This video is for Tag off the Slingshot Forum. So you wanted to know how I wrap these around my hand. It's a good question because I watched a few videos by Chinese shooters and even Joey Dude showing how they, and Volp too, showing how they wrap the band set around their hand to form their forks, and I had a tricky time understanding it as well. Normally I can get stuff from video tutorials. I used to play with a balisong quite a bit, like a trainer balisong for tricks and that, and I used to be able to learn quite a few things, so I was kind of getting annoyed that I couldn't learn it. So I'm just going to show you, see if I can take a crack at showing you how I do it. Okay, let's see if I can get some good lighting. Alright. Okay, that ought to show my hands. I don't know how much light I got here. Alright, that should be good. Okay. Sorry, I'm just winging this, but it's the best I got right now. Okay, so this is Joey Dude's method of doing the pouch and pouch. I'm not sure, no discredit to Joey, I just don't know if he invented it. I think he did. Maybe Chinese shooters were doing it and he picked that up, or maybe he invented it, I'm not really sure. But I got it from him, is my point. So these bands are a tiny bit short. I was shooting so much last night, I went through like a bag of 150 marbles, like just shooting, and I got a little nick in my band, so I had to shorten them. Still shoot okay, but they're just not as good when they're this short, because it puts more tension, and then you got more likelihood for your fingers get, the fork shape doesn't stay, because it's bending so much from so much force, that you have a more likelihood to whack your hand. So if I can offer that as one tip from having done this, or starting to do this, is don't put too much tension on your bands, because you get a higher likelihood for a fork hit. Anyhow, so what I'm doing here is taking, this is going to be my two forks, okay, and this is going to be your grip. So you're going to just go like this, isolate your forks, okay? This is just to learn. You're not going to do this every single time. I just did this to illustrate the point. 3 fingers in. Remember to keep your band ties even, just the same way you would with a static frame. You want to keep everything nice and even. 3 fingers in, down to the pouch. Create tension. As you create that little bit of tension, you're going to put your fingers in to form the forks. Now, if you try and picture an OTT setup on a set of forks where the bands are just going right up over the top, obviously. That was a little redundant. The inside, or outside rather, part of your thumb, that crest there, and pretty well the second knuckle of your first finger, those are the flat surfaces that are going to act as the fork tips, if you want to call them that. So get your band set in there, place your trigger finger and thumb in through the gap there. When you've got that second knuckle on the flat band there, see that? That's 1. That's 2. Let me set the camera there. It's starting to slide a little bit. Got it held onto the side of the table there. Sorry about that. It's pretty wobbly. So yeah, that's fork 1. That's fork 2. Right? Like I said, create tension. If it's sloppy and you start trying to do it, then you pull, you got all this band down here that's not doing anything, and it doesn't work as well. So create the tension, 2 fingers in, 1 fork, 2 fork, turn them out so that your bands are going over the top. Remember as you're doing it that you're trying to keep your fingers out and away from your hand. You don't want to end up like this. Right, because that's where you're going to smash a knuckle or something. You want to up like that. You want to create that valley in your forks, and the shot will go straight through. So it looks like this. Hand in, forks formed, bent over the top and back, and there's your sling and your frame. So aimed at you, it looks like this. Okay? And you can see there where the pouch, you see where the pouch is, and where the gap is between my fingers. It's not going to hit my hand. It kind of looks like it when you watch people do it, but it's not. And if you're nervous about it, try it with some airsoft BBs or something first. This is where that clay shot that comes with some of the cheap Chinese slingshots and stuff, this is where it really comes into its own, because that stuff is 38 sized, but it's not going to smash your hand like 38 steels. So if you got that clay ammo around, or if you want to order some, that's awesome stuff to practice new techniques with. That's what I use when I was practicing PFS. I still do it when I'm shooting PFS in the house. But yeah, that's the setup that I'm using, courtesy of Joey Dude, the setup, and that's the way I form my forks. Hope that helped you out, and if you guys like that, or you got any other suggestions for shit you want me to teach you how to do or show you how I'm doing it, just leave something in the comments. And yeah, hope you guys are having fun. Take care of yourself. Get out and shoot something. Peace.